and they can't do nothing. 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 I ain't hearing any more weird sounds in the air. You can't purr no more. Lisa, what's good? What's good?
I'm here, you damn Republican, you.
I've been catching hell for that. That's why I don't really talk about it. But like, that's how I feel like, man, fuck these niggas, man. These niggas ain't on shit. Motherfuckers is out here, you know what I'm saying? People going to work.
But I think it's for both sides though. That like I don't really have no beef with you want to be a Republican. My thing is that they like the parties in general, both parties, like they don't serve us a purpose at all. They neither one of them is serving us. And I think that black people I ain't gonna even say black people. People in general do themselves a disservice by sticking with one party. Like we need to be looking at these folks and seeing what their agendas are, what their policies are, and how they've been rolling prior to even getting here, and we need to vote like that. Them parties, us having that loyalty to them parties don't give a fuck about us, and they fuck us. Like they talk shit to each other, just like when you think about when they were running for the presidential, they were trying to get the votes. Kamala was tearing Biden up. They was talking cold shit about us. They talking about cold shit. So y'all talk shit about each other, but y'all can get together and make some policy. So how does that work? Because somebody's lying somewhere. Either you were lying when you all were running for, trying to get the votes, or you lying now. But y'all lying somewhere because y'all had a lot of shit to say about each other and it wasn't good. And it was about fucked up policy.
It's a game. It's a game that they play. It's just like, this is what they do. It's just the drama to get people to tune in. But behind the scenes, I mean, of course they working together some kind of way, you know what I mean? And that just seemed like what it is. And it keeps them in power and it keeps us powerless on the surface.
And that's my point. Like I think that they're doing it all together. Like it's just not the Democrats fucking up. It's the Republicans, and I'm gonna scratch your back. You approve this, I'm gonna approve that. We gonna fuck them both up anyway because they keeping all the money. Like there's no way that the Americans should be as poor as they are right now. These motherfuckers are getting the raises that they're getting, and people are scratching by, and you can't even get food stamps making $500 a week. Like how is that possible? Like it should never be like that. But this is the situation we're in, and it ain't just the Democrats voting for this shit. It ain't just the Democrats.
Right. We what's really fucked up is that it's people that live better off of public assistance and everything than they do working a 9 to 5. And it's they setting the stage to where they're deterring you from getting back into the workforce, which in turn is a lot of people are gonna lose a lot of jobs because of that. And a lot of businesses are gonna shut down because of that. And a lot of people are gonna be even more dependent upon the state and the government to survive. And it's just, I really, really don't like the direction that the country is going in today. And it's just fucked up. I remember, we went out every Veterans Day, we go out, pile up on this free food and shit. But anyway, so we go over to, what's the burger joint? I can't remember the name of the burger joint. But anyway, we go over there and there was a lady up in there and she was telling the waitress, like, we were waiting 45 minutes, and ain't nobody came and served us and this and that. She was really pissed off. And the waitress told her, we're understaffed. We can't do anything about it. And that's when it really hit home, like, damn, between the COVID shit and between them putting all these mandates and everything in effect, saying you can't do this, you can't do that. People are just saying, fuck it. Fuck going to work. I'm going to go and get this. Or the business just shut down completely. It's just, we're in a bad state right now. That's why I got so turned off with Democrats, is because it's happening on their watch. You know,
Wait. COVID
What?
happened under Trump.
he's not.
COVID literally happened under Trump.
COVID, yeah, COVID, yes.
But the example you just gave was COVID.
Which is true, yeah. You're right. Well, fuck that orange motherfucker. I ain't never liked this whole ass anyway.
Okay.
And let me also add, like when you talk like people are not wanting to come back to work for several reasons, COVID being one of them, but also fuck a minimum wage. Like you want these folks to work 12, like you're already short staffed. So we've all worked somewhere where we've been short staffed, which means that you got to do your job and somebody else's job, but you want to pay me minimum wage. And like you said, Kennard, not only do you have to pay me minimum wage, but now I still have to find supplementing because the minimum wage is not enough for me to meet my basic needs or my children. I can't live off basic minimum wage. So now I have to be exposed to COVID. I'm getting minimum wage and I have to work twice as hard because we're short staffed. And then on top of that, we all know these motherfuckers don't appreciate shit you do. Shit. They'll dog you out as soon as they'll look at you. They'll have you work. They don't care if you eat. They don't care if you sleep. They don't care about a work-life balance. They don't care about any of that. So people are not wanting to come to work because look how they treat me. Like I got to deal with all this and I still can't meet my basic needs and I got to put up with your shit too. No, I'm not going back to work.
Understood. Before I get into my whole spiel, Ill Will, what up, bro?
Hey,
What up?
Will.
What's going
Shit, I
on?
didn't even notice you was on the call. What's up, brother?
Man.
I just popped on.
Hey, bro.
Just popped
Look,
on.
hey, is there a way you can turn your mic down a little bit? I was talking a little shit about it. But
Oh, was you?
huh?
He said,
Yeah,
what's
you
this?
got the
Yeah,
nice
was
headphones
you?
on.
Yeah, your mic is like super loud. It's good, but it's like real loud. We can turn down a little bit.
Let me see.
How was your Christmas, bro?
It was good, man. Let me look at my mic.
Because it's like almost overpowering. Like we can't,
Alicia was giving out striptease earlier, but
How that sound?
I absolutely was not.
yeah, man, it's being recorded now. I mean, it's already been said.
And you will see that I had on the top.
Is that cool? Is it cool, Kanan?
That's better.
My shoulders were upsetting you, John, so I put on the tank top.
I don't think upsetting is the word, but okay.
You all some sinners. That's all I know. Shit.
Hey man, on some player shit, go ahead, drink your drink, G. Go ahead.
I'm playing
Go ahead
shit.
over there. Man.
I guess I'll just drink my drink and chill over here. Shit.
Sim.
Hey, have you been quiet over there? What's happening?
Yeah.
That is
That's
true.
idle, right?
That is true. But I've been listening.
I seen it. Yeah. What's good? What
Yo.
you got to say? You listening?
Well, I mean, one thing is we were talking about that party that we're not gonna talk about, right?
That's SpongeBob on your scar?
No, it's some kind of little print. You see,
Oh, okay,
that's
gotcha.
Yeah.
Like an afro
okay.
something.
Get away from the camera, John. Back up.
My bad. Sorry. My bad.
Hey, you got me staring at it too. I'm looking like, let me see that.
right. Damn you. Anyway, it's like I get what you. To me, it's a two-headed snake, but one snake is bigger than the other.
What she said.
One head is bigger than the other, I should say.
Please stop saying that.
My bad.
I already see where it's going.
I'm not going there. I'm bad. I am retreating.
I'm saying John is over here. John is really
Right,
writing commentary about the snake and one being bigger than another. John is getting ready to start.
I really am. Please continue.
No, sir, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Well, Will, we were talking.
What's that?
We were talking about politics and the show topic. We got into here and we it kind of does tie in with politics in a way, because politics is just dealing with people and this and that. But we was talking about I had basically said that I had considered not voting Democrat the next time.
I did that too.
Okay, so it ain't just me. Now, why you
No.
feel like that?
It depends on the view of the candidate we talking about.
Okay, that's fair.
Some, uh, I think people look too much into Democrat into the actual word than what people are actually believing in.
True indeed.
Because everybody could say they this, and then they act and move differently. So if you're not clearly following what they are believing in, you just voting just because. And I don't like doing that. And it kind of made me like, I don't want to vote no more either. But then it's like I need to vote too to a degree. So now I look at the candidates. So I'm not saying I'm like, oh, Republican this, Republican that. But
Right.
I don't just look at Democrats and say they all have our interests at heart. Let's vote for them. Because like I'll give you an example, like Andrew Yang. He was like Republican at one point, then he's like liberal, then like he's not even going Democrat now. He like left that party. He's like I like some of his views. I actually like some of his views.
Mhm.
So it's not I look at the candidate who's in front of me and try to follow him as much as I can.
Mm.
It's a lot of studying when it comes to politics. That's one thing. That's one thing I look at the white people. They really good at that. They really good at bringing up books and studying and study stuff, and it just aggravates everybody else to no end because they don't want to. That's too much time.
Well, you
I don't
can't.
have
Did you
time to
say
do that.
that? Did,
Uh,
did you just say
yeah,
that?
I do say that. For some people do. I've heard some people say that. Yes, I have
Wait.
heard some people in our
So did
community
you
say
just
it's
say?
too
I
much to
I just
study.
want to be clear what you
Not
said.
me personally.
No, mm-mm. You just said that white folks study. Say that again for me. So, cause
Get 'em.
I said
maybe I
yeah,
misunderstood.
yeah, I'm saying they put everything in like a book form basically. Like everything had to do with studying and learning and they kind of come up with that and it turns people off for a lot of times. So everybody else around it's a lot to them for some people, not everybody.
Mhm.
And that's why I say the way the structure politics is like that. Like you have to really look in detail of each candidate. You just can't just
So,
say
so
it
do you
says a
believe that?
D, is an R, it's an L, and just go with
So do
it.
you
You
believe
have to
that most?
follow them.
So are you saying that most white Americans study and they know their
N-
candidates?
n- No, they don't. Not all of them. Just the
Mm.
ones that.
But I'm saying, are you saying the vast majority of white folks do?
No, I'm
Okay.
just saying the ones in charge does that way. It's the difficultness of studying. Come
Okay.
on, I mean, if let me rephrase. It's like a kid. You ain't dread every morning. You weren't like, oh yes, let's get up and go to school this morning. That's not what everybody does. Like, oh, Charlie, good. I'm talking about black. I'm talking about any human beings,
Okay.
mankind. Nobody does that. So the best way of keeping people confused is go on the block and just take 10 kids and say, we're going to a library today and watch what happened.
Okay, the first of all, let's be clear. The libraries have been taken out the neighborhoods most times, so you ain't walking to no damn library because you can't get to one.
I understand what you're
That's
saying.
first of all. And
I'm just
secondly,
saying,
I
period.
think
Even,
I mean I
even
agree
you,
with you. I agree with you to an extent. I think, but I think that we just vote. We vote whatever party we think we're affiliated with, and we don't take the time to know what these policies are. And I think that's across the board. The black community is the
right,
worst at it. But
right.
I think people, U.S. as a whole, like we either
We
Republicans or
terrible at
Democrats,
learning.
and
Yeah,
we vote. We don't care what their policy are as long as they're in that party. That's who we vote for, and we're getting fucked.
yeah. But what I'm saying is a process of learning candidates and learning what they're doing. It's not like you can't wait to 2024. Oh yeah, I love Crown. You can't wait to 2024.
Oh,
Yeah,
Johnny,
put
Y'all,
on
you
your
just
favorite
showing me.
song.
somebody said
Hey,
Yeah,
that.
let's
I
get
had a
back to the
pass for
ball.
that.
I was being stupid while you talking.
I had
I
a
was being
pass for
stupid.
that one,
Hey,
just slightly.
say,
But it is. It's the truth. If you ask basic people, I'm not talking about just black. Just people, and they don't think about voting into each evenly year. They don't think about voting consistently on a daily basis like that.
Well,
Like
I
it don't
agree.
cross their mind.
I agree, and that
So
doesn't
that
mean that
takes
you ain't picking no
studying.
candidate. I definitely think we should be looking at
Like we
candidates.
should be looking at a candidate now. We're at midterms, and people don't even know that.
But
Maybe
who's the
because these
candidates
people
right now?
actually have a rapport with their politicians, and their politicians show up more than election time. You ever think about that?
Yeah, they probably do.
With the fact that anybody that got some money, those politicians are going to, because they have lobbyists. So
That's true.
you fight with,
That's
but we
true.
do need to know what these folks' policies are. Like, even if we wait
That's true.
until the elect, we need to know what their policies are before we start voting for them. And we fall so short on
Right.
knowing what their policies are and what they've done to, even like Kamala. Like, I'm not impressed with her at all. Like, I never have been. And her policies on locking up black folks is abysmal. But Biden got her because she was an acceptable choice as a black runner, because he needed a black runner in order to win. And they wasn't gonna get Stacey Abrams because Stacey Abrams was too black and too loud.
Right, exactly.
She was
And
too
I don't
black
even
and too
count.
loud. So Kamala
And I
was
don't
the
count
next
them black
choice.
either.
I
don't count them black
Had me
either.
fucked up at? Kamala had me fucked up when she was on the Breakfast Club. I mean, I didn't like her before then, but this like put the nail in the fucking coffin.
I know what you about to
Talking
say.
about-
Yeah.
They was like, who the hell did she listen to when she was in college? And this old, decrepit, half crepe paper face ass bitch gonna say, Tupac.
She said she looked at Tupac smoking weed.
First of all, Tupac was like 8
No,
years
she
old.
didn't. I didn't see that. She didn't say
Years
that.
old.
She didn't say
Yes, she did.
that. She didn't say that.
Yes,
Yes,
did.
she did. Yes, she did.
Yeah, she
Yes,
said
she
she
did.
I
was
know what you're talking about.
And she said it and she meant it too.
Tupac was dead like 5 years. And she said,
Exactly.
Tupac.
Exactly.
And you know, then, but you know what's really fucked up is
She
that
didn't say that. Y'all not
Yeah,
gonna
she
lie.
said it.
she did. I'm telling you, look it up.
I'm I'm Googling it now.
Okay, it's on there. I'm telling you. She said that bullshit, and niggas took a hook, line, and sinker. Then these ignorant motherfuckers out here, the minute they won, hit these ignorant ass broads out here wearing fucking chucks.
Chucks and Pearl. Didn't that piss you off? I want to throw paint on all of them.
Yeah.
I just want to throw paint on all of
I
them.
said, these
Nothing irritates
motherfuckers,
me.
Absolutely right.
these motherfuckers ain't spend a
I
fucking
thought I
hour
was
in
fucking going to
college.
orbit.
And you sitting up here, you want to be, you don't even know what the fuck Chucks and Pearls is. And you
How about
motherfuckers,
she ain't never been a black a day in her life before
She's
that
not black.
time? Like, you ain't
She
even
not
recognized
black.
that you was black
She-
before then, or talked about
she
being an
more like
AKA.
a-
Now all of a sudden,
Right.
you hoes
She
got,
black,
excuse
yeah.
me, y'all got on these Chucks and Pearl. I want to piss on all of them, because that just
Yeah, I
that
totally
upset
agree
my,
with
because
you.
it proves the point of what you all are saying. Like, her policies were fucking abysmal.
Word.
And you all are
Yeah.
so happy to have somebody that look like us, but does not even recognize the fact that she's part of us until it's appropriate. It's time for her to get voted in. And now y'all want to put on these Chucks and Pearls because she wants to be an AKA. Like, who even knew that she was in the AKA before then? Nobody.
And I ain't heard a
But
goddamn
that's a
thing
black
from her.
sorority. So to identify as black, this the game I'm gonna run.
Here we go.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm gonna
You
run
have to,
the
you have
game.
to,
The
right.
pandering. It's called pandering, y'all.
Meanwhile, the
Pandering. Yeah,
president say,
you saying it right, Ed.
wait, Joe B say, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That was acceptable. Couple niggas
No, the
got
fucking
upset,
wasn't.
but that was better
Not
than
fucking
you.
Trump.
Yeah.
At the bare minimum, it was better than Trump. So niggas took, okay, we'll take that hit because we want Trump to fuck out. But you got these two motherfuckers up in here. Kamala ain't did shit since she been in there. Joe B been over here running the tab up like it's some motherfucking open bar.
Wait, and compare. Wait.
Hold on.
See, this okay. So we don't need to. So I don't participate in voting anymore for. Whatever. I'll talk about that later.
I'm fine.
But what I'm saying is that when we talk about like the saying that Joe Biden is running up the budget, that now that's the comparison. So to say that he's run up the budget, you have to compare that to something. So whose budget are we comparing that to? Because if we talk about any Republican president that's in the past 40 years, it's not even a comparison.
Oh, well, I was aware of that.
Yeah,
Well, the last time, okay, put it this way. Well, we know Bush was fucking up real bad. This motherfucker had people out here spending $5 a gallon for gas. So Bush was fucked up. But this motherfucker here is fucked up too. He's fucked
right.
up.
And far be it for me to defend fucking any fucking politician. Like, fuck all these people. Like, this is why I don't vote. So I really do okay, so how about this? I didn't get into politics until September 11th. No, actually, it was September 12th, 2001. It was the next day. Like that, the first day when September 11th happened, I was watching TV. I'm like, okay. And from that day forward, nigga, I was all about the news. That was probably all I watched for years. Years was just the news.
Still in. You still in just like I was. Yeah.
Right. So then I'm like, you know what? I don't know enough about these subjects to really like give an opinion. So now I'm like, okay, now I got to go back and fucking study. I felt so fucking stupid. Like I got to really like take a fucking 101 civics level class, like just to understand what the fuck is happening. And then the more I start to do that, the more I start to realize like it's the players change, but policy, that shit don't change. Policy's been the fucking same. America's been the same. Niggas been niggas. White people, the rich has been the rich, and they've been playing us against each other, blah, blah, which is why I just want to participate in the system no more, because there's no such thing as the system is not designed to fix itself. That's not how the fucking matrix works. The matrix is designed to fucking fix the matrix. You need somebody outside the matrix to fix the matrix. So we need to burn this whole bitch down and start from the beginning. Like you can have whatever politician, whatever fuck politician, like whether they got an R or an L or a D or whatever, a fucking Green Party, whoever your favorite politicians are, you can have those across the board, from president, secretary of state, all the way down to local school council, and across the United States. All of those people are yours. Cool. What do you really think is going to change? Nothing, because you still need the people with the money to make the shit happen. Exactly. And then, in order for the people to have the money to make the shit happen, half of the country, regardless of what have you agree with or don't agree with, says fuck you. Half of the country. So that means you have a whole country that's not going to allow you to do the shit you want to do. Why? Because even though Joe Biden won. What was it? I forget how many fucking millions of motherfuckers. But what's you call it? I think he got 44%. That's nothing to sneeze at. 44% of the electorate. That's a lot of fucking people. So like, so that's why I just won't participate no more. Like, unless motherfuckers talking about burning this bitch down, like I don't even understand like what the fuck are we waiting for as far as a revolution? And we could take race out of the equation. Just on being American citizens, we should have fucking revolted at least 30 years ago.
But the white people went over to the Capitol and did their little bullshit. And you see they sitting up here every other day, they telling them motherfuckers they on a no-fly list and all this. But this is what I was gonna say. Far as what you said, John, with the money, that's a key thing. Black folks don't put money behind these politicians, and that's what we fucking up at. See, because I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah. The fucking sissies and all them fruit motherfuckers went and put their money up, and they got trans in the bathroom. They get married.
It's progress. It's progress.
No, but listen, I'm joking, but I'm being real.
I got you. I know he is.
But them motherfuckers, they showed you. That's like I say. One thing about them sissy motherfuckers is that them motherfuckers show the whole world, or at least the whole country, how the fuck it's supposed to be done. Because for one, they have a political party. They have all genders, everybody in their party on the same accord. Them motherfuckers took their money and got their needs met off the back under a black president and under a white president today. They shit is brought to the forefront because they paying for it. You gotta pay to play. Now, when black folks start putting money behind motherfuckers, I guarantee you they're gonna move. Until then, as long as we bitch, cry, moan, and protest and riot, it ain't gonna mean shit. I guarantee you.
Let me ask you this, Kennard. Like even if that's the case, like you look at the broad spectrum of things. Like they don't give a fuck about LGBTQ community. They don't give a fuck about us. I don't even think it's about the money that the LGBTQ is giving them. They are helping perpetuate what they want to be the downfall of this fucking country. When you talk about gay, lesbian, queer, transgender, cis, bisexual, non-binary, like what they're doing is making it acceptable to say that I feel like a woman or I feel like a man. When you start doing all that shit in society, what you're creating is you're decreasing reproduction.
Mhm.
You're decreasing the Black family. You're decreasing a whole lot of shit. So while they are giving money, they're actually helping push the agenda that they want anyway. So
That's true.
they can push the money. They can push
Yeah.
the money. But anytime that Black
Yeah.
people get together and we start talking about the shit that we want, what we collectively want, what Black people want most is we want to keep our family intact. We want to build our community, and we want to have separate shit from everybody else. We want to be able to have our
And
own
that's a
community.
threat.
And they're not going to allow that, because what's going to
Because it's a
happen is
threat.
once we start getting all that shit, like, I don't care what people say, we are the cornerstone. They can't exist without us. There cannot be not any other race without us.
True.
We ain't going nowhere. We will never be extinct. However, if they can keep us from owning, producing, whatever, even keeping our families intact, because even if you think about it, like back in the 40s and 50s, even when people were poor, the families were still intact. Like you still had the father present, you know, and the mother worked outside the house, but they were still intact. So you want to forward now. You can't get food stamps, you can't get Section 8, you can't have a man in the house, right? So the man got to leave.
Right.
When you talk about even these 2-family households, like if you really look at the agenda that the United States is pushing, it's pushing to not have the Black family connected, to have our children disenfranchised, to have the father out of the house, to have the mother doing the shit that you see these young girls do, just like we were talking about young girls popping their ass, the father out here doing whatever, like the man being a woman, like all of this shit is perpetuating exactly what they want. So it doesn't matter how much money we put into it, the system is not designed for us. It never has been, so it will never work to our benefit. What we have to do, even when we talk about coming together, we can't come together with these white folks only because they're making it so. They're making it about black and white. Them folks are sitting at the top. They don't give a fuck about race. This is about money. And as long as you keep these poor motherfuckers arguing about race, they will never understand that, motherfucker, we need to kill them motherfuckers, that 1%. That's who need to go. We arguing with the wrong folk, but chaos
That's true.
breeds contempt. And so we're fighting the wrong fight. And
And control.
we'll never get that. But this is not about money.
Yep.
It's about an agenda that they want to push. And as long as we are not, we're targets. Like I just believe that we're targets. And when you talk about, like, even when you see feminism, like I don't believe in that shit. I think any Black woman that talks about she's a feminist, the motherfucker is crazy. Like, how are you a feminist? As far as I'm concerned, like even when you talk about Black men and Black women, we're the only people that separate ourselves. It's not, we're Black people. We say Black man, Black woman, as if we're fucking separate. We're a unit.
Yeah.
Like we're a fucking unit, period. So when you talk about feminism, I can do more than Kennard, Will, and John can do. Any given day, I can do more. I'm more educated. I probably get more money, and I can probably do a lot more things, and they'll give me a lot more consideration before they give it to you all. So how would I ever be a feminist? Because ain't shit y'all can do that I can't do before you all do, right? So you go and join these feminist movements, and you talk all this bullshit, and you want me to oppress a man that's already oppressed, and oh, by the way, he belongs to me, right? So any Black woman that stands for that shit is garbage. So how you oppress a man that's already oppressed, and that's your man, but you helping this white woman who gonna use you for your numbers? She not gonna help you, even when you talk about feminism. When you
And
come to
go
my
home to
community,
her man at night.
right?
Yep.
But you talk about the healthcare
Right.
in the Black community, like women's rights, the healthcare system, the education center of people of color that have been disenfranchised. You don't see these same white women coming to meet you where you are to assist you and bring yourself up, but they will help you keep your Black man down, who, by the way, is getting paid less than her, is getting paid less than me, is getting paid less than that white man. But I want you to keep on digging your heels in your man, and we sit there and fall for that bullshit. So I don't even know why I'm even on this topic, but that just pissed me off. That just filled my
We need
spirit.
to kill these
Say
Black
that
No,
shit.
that's good. That's good. It
I
needs to
don't
be
even know why
spoken of, though.
that just made me say that.
It,
But
no, it need to. It need to.
it to me, all of this is just to keep us from being separate. And I think that's another thing that Black people, we have to stop saying Black man and Black woman. We
Yep.
Black together.
Yep.
We're
We have to
fucking
say
Black
group.
together.
We gotta say
We're a unit, and we need to move as a
Yep.
unit.
As
Period.
a unit. Yep.
We shouldn't be talking about what a Black man need to do, what a Black
Men
woman,
do
because
what
we
women
all
need to
fucked up.
do.
We
Yep.
Black women and Black men have all fallen short, and we need to embrace each other and motherfucker take that L. Yeah, I'm fucked up. How we gonna
I've
fix
been
it?
saying that. Yep.
How we gonna fix it? And it doesn't require for us to all look alike. We don't have to all look alike, all sound like, all think alike. But we all got the same experience on some fucking level. How we gonna
Uh-huh.
let's talk about what's common. Talk about that commonality and how we're gonna fix that and understand that we in this together, whether you want to be or not. That this is where we are and this is what we got. How we gonna fix it?
Well, going back to the feminist movement, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna talk because I would like to.
I know she is.
At
At least she gonna be the female. She gonna do the next Million Man March.
I ain't gonna march now. I'm be like John.
No,
I'm not marching shit. I'm gonna have some guns. We gonna tear some shit. But I'm
now
not marching.
I totally agree with you on that because we
Yeah,
definitely need to.
I'm not marching or chanting. When y'all see me in the street and I say, let's go, nigga, bring your bulletproof vest and bring your guns because we're going to get.
Right.
Cause
And no, I don't
asking for
expect you to come back
shit.
alive.
I
So
ain't
if you follow
asking
me,
for
you're gonna
shit no more.
Yeah. We did enough talking though about it. Period.
Like I said I said this a few shows ago. This country itself didn't come to be by them asking to British people to let them go.
No, they killed them.
You know what I'm saying?
Revolutionary War, Civil War,
The North,
all because they
the
did
South
that.
did not say politely, "Can I please secede from the Union?" No,
See,
it was a whole
you
fucking war over that
war
shit.
over
But
that
here we
shit.
go
Yep.
marching and protesting and
And they
getting,
ain't march for each
like we
other.
asking
Yep.
for some shit where everybody else is demanding it. That's why we ain't got shit.
It's history. It's throughout history, throughout mankind. Even God warred. Like everybody warred. No one talked about nothing. When you ever heard in any Bible, any fashion that somebody taught, spiritually or physically, they never did that. They warred. Ain't nobody just, oh, let's march for 1,000 years. No one does that. Hey, I'm just putting the numbers out there. Some people want that to happen. It feels good. Shit, you
But
give
you
it
know
to the
what?
man, they want to march for 1,000 years.
Like
They
me and
shit,
Will
300? You ain't walk that far.
when we talking about something like this a little earlier, Will, in the chat, we were talking about basically, um, we still act like they want us to believe that we are cursed people.
But
Yeah,
we
very good.
I mean,
No.
that's based on their Bible and their translation of the Bible.
Well, I was referring to the Hebrew Israelites, because
Okay.
basically, they're the ones that's always hollering, "We're cursed people this, we're cursed people that."
Right.
And I'm
I've
sorry,
heard that. Yeah.
and my thing is cursed by who?
But see,
Right.
by the
You
Most
know what I'm
High.
saying?
That's what they would tell you by the Most High.
First
But
of all, I don't trust niggas that
No,
wear
I
leather
don't buy that
bracelets. Let's
shit at all.
start
I'm
there. I don't
sorry,
like
I
people
don't.
that make you
And,
confused.
Because they
Next
have a
topic.
time frame that we are, you know what, we curse because we believe that shit. That's what it is. We
right.
curse
And
because
my
we believe that
question,
shit. And in
yeah,
believing that shit, we bow our heads and we take them
and we
beatings and we
check,
keep taking these fucking L's because we feel after a
yep,
certain amount of years, all this shit gonna end. We dumb as fuck.
been done.
yep.
Oh, damn.
Told
That
you,
nigga
I
said,
totally agree with you on that.
very gullible.
I'm tired of getting pushed around.
And
Period.
I think I was Ed put something in the group chat about Florida Evans and this and that. And
No, that was
yeah,
Will.
I put that on there.
okay,
that was
that
funny
was
Hell yeah, I put that on there.
my bad. I
and
thought it
true.
was Ed.
And I
It was
shared it on
like
my page.
yo, that's some real shit because it's like we have all this faith
But that's what Alicia was saying. That's how we not divided as a family.
straight up.
Like it's one of those things we have to. It's scary and it's hard in our community to trust one another because we've been taught not to trust one another.
Right.
Black men need to trust black women. Black women need to trust black men.
That's right.
And we can't say, "Hey, ladies, shut up and sit down and listen." Men need to shut up and sit down and listen too.
That's
It
right.
takes both holding hands group as a group and walking together. That's all.
But
They
see,
can do it anytime.
you got this whole thing now where it's kind of a struggle for power in the black community between the black man and the black woman. And it's this thing like what Alicia was saying earlier, as far as the feminist movement, that the sisters at
Yeah.
that point, a lot of sisters chose to identify with being a woman before being black. You're a woman by birth, but you black by birth too. Now, see, the thing
Yep.
is, once you identify with being a woman, then you're gonna link up with the Asian woman, the white woman, the Latino woman, and this and that. But see, when y'all get done, bashing men, whatever the fuck they do, they go back home to their man. You go back home to your kids and no man. See, that's a divide there. That's the game that they ran on the sisters. You see what I'm saying? And they still doing it today.
And they don't want our sisters and they don't want our sisters fucking with their men. I don't give a fuck how whatever the most woke white bitch is, that white bitch don't want no fucking black bitch with their white man. No, nor does a fucking Indian woman or fucking Asian. Like, no, you keep your motherfucking nigger babies over there.
Right.
And there you go.
That's true though.
Because
That is true.
it's because everything that we do when it comes to us asking for something of the government or the state, we always have a tendency to include them in. And then see, those be the ones that infiltrate your plan, and then they fuck your shit up, and you end up with less than what you started with. See, that's
one problem is we always up on TV and in public telling motherfuckers our plans.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
it's lots of them
You really ain't gotta be infiltrated. All you gotta do is listen. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's what I'm saying. It was that, like again, what Will was saying, as far as we don't trust one another. So we rather go to a television station or some white person. We have more confidence and faith in them than we do in our own people. Not knowing that them white people is waiting for you to come and tell them what's up. That's how they know so much about us. You see what I'm saying? Not only do they study us, but we go and verbally tell them. See? So they know what we're going to do before we fucking do it. Okay, well, so-and-so got shot by the cops. You know niggas is going to riot. If we show this on TV enough, they going to fucking riot. Or so-and-so beat up a black person. You know, niggas is going to share it all over social media. They know us. We're very predictable people to that extent.
It's also called controlled chaos too.
Right. I mean, I agree. And see, that's the thing is they know how they know what to feed us. But see, what we don't realize.
What is that teardrop sound? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
what is that sound?
Like some shit.
I thought the liquor was kicking in, so I didn't say nothing. So it was. I thought it
was somebody texting or doing something because I hear it too.
That's my phone. My bad.
I was gonna blame Ebony. I was gonna blame Ebony for. I thought it was Ebony.
Yeah, that's me. Ebony said it first. That was me. My bad.
They're playing gumdrops or some shit.
Gumdrops.
We having a serious conversation here.
I'm sitting there talking to my daughter. I'm messing with my.
What's wrong with your life?
Yeah, you hear it like doop 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 doop. I'm trying to see
that key sound. That sound a little sweet on some player shit.
Hey, that's my sound for my daughter. So I just.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the baby alone then. I'm gonna leave the baby alone.
That was me. Y'all go straight to hell, okay?
That would be me. I thought it was you. I thought it was you until you said something.
I'm still not.
I haven't heard. Yeah, when y'all got quiet, I started texting like, "Oh, that's me."
Will.
I was quiet because I was eating some ice cream. Shit.
Will, what you sipping on over there? I see John got some Crown. What you sipping on over there?
Oh, I was sipping on some tequila.
Oh man, you drinking that real shit.
You must not got to work tomorrow.
I hope not.
Yeah, I have to work, but me and my brother bought a couple of bottles. He don't drink like that. I'm gonna finish it.
I know that. Shit. Shit. I ain't mad at you, bro. But yeah, man, it's like, they always, they always find a way, but we let them right in the front door, man. And see, that's why we can't never advance, is because, like what Ed was just saying, we always telling them shit. We can't keep shit to our fucking.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get to a point in time to where it's really about us, not just on some cliche shit. We just saying it because it sounds good. I mean, we really gotta get to that point, and it starts in your household, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start from there. You can't worry about.
So, I think we're afraid of being blacks as a whole. When we do shit like that, we're so afraid of being exclusive. Like we don't never want to be accused of not letting folk in. So we let everybody in, and every time we let everybody in, they hijack our shit. We always let everybody in. Like even when you talk about the LGBTQ, and like we were the reason we helped them get that shit. When you talk about women's rights, all that shit, Black people have always played a part in that because they have hijacked our shit. Like we'll start some shit and here they all come and they'll push their agenda
Mhm.
and say fuck ours. And but we don't want to be accused of being exclusive. We don't want to exclude anybody. Fuck yeah, we do. I'm with you. If you ain't black, you have no business speaking about our issues. You have no say, you have no sound, you have no speech. You are not, we don't need allies right now because we need to get like this. To me, it's like when your children fight. You can't have company over.
Right.
Y'all not gonna have company in y'all house till y'all learn how to get along and do what the fuck y'all supposed to do as brother and sister. And until that time, y'all can't have no company. And I think the black community should be like that. Y'all can't. I
Yeah.
understand we got allies, but y'all can't come in. Y'all don't have shit to say. We not dealing with y'all because right now we need to get our shit together. And until that time, till we get our shit together, have understanding with each other, we ain't talking to nobody else. And that's how we need to move.
Straight up. And we had less than a minute, y'all. So I'm gonna interview.
Hey y'all, I enjoyed it, but I'm making this my last show. This
Oh,
job whooping my ass. Y'all don't even understand. I could barely stand up straight because I walk so much for this job.
I understand. I understand.
I hear you.
But we
Get
gonna.
your ass to work, then.
I know you
Hey,
gotta
I'm
get up,
about to.
Eb, I understand. Look, it's gonna cut. This Uncommon Sense show, it's gonna cut in a couple of seconds, whatever the fuck, I don't know. But we're gonna do one more. But Eb, it's good to have you here, sister.
Always a pleasure. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay,
Bye, Eartha.
we'll get with
All right. Bye.
on some next week. I'm gonna post it a day or so everybody can see the show.